understand why the of Bethlehem part has not been dropped from our name. But nevertheless, all these years, the mission has remained the same. And that is to recognize, to encourage, to develop young musicians, children from 0 up to through the 12th grade. And in that keeping, we have 3 programs, one of which is the Outstanding Young Artist, which is a competitive award, and you'll be hearing our winners today. The second one is our school grants, so that schools have some additional money to provide music education. And our third is to recognize outstanding teachers, both public and private, who are helping to encourage the next generation, Mador Lador, from generation to generation, to pass on this gift of music. And so I welcome you to join with us today and listen to what I hope is a nice program for our outstanding young artists. And with that, we're going to start with Bob Premis, who is one of our outstanding board members, of long-standing, I think the longest standing board member at this point.
At this point, yes.
Okay, and he's going to talk a little bit about part of the Outstanding Young Artists Award, the Rising Star. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about Anthony Wang. He's a Rising Star at Parkland High School, and today we are presenting him with the Rising Star Award, recognizing his exciting potential in mastering his instrument. It's like getting a golden ticket to the musical chocolate factory. This young man is a freshman at Parkland High School, but he's already making waves, or I should say tunes, with his saxophone skills. He's been honking away for 5 years under the watchful eye of Professor Dr. Jeremy Justison. You know, you're in good hands when your teacher's last name is Justison, right? He's a YouTube artist, I understand, too, right? But hold on to your hats, because Anthony's not just a saxophonist extraordinaire, he's also tickling the ivories like a pro pianist, and he's not just hitting the right keys, he's snagging superior ratings and outstanding awards faster than you can say chopsticks. And get this, folks, Anthony's not just a musical marvel, he's also a GPA powerhouse, keeping those grades higher than the notes in his saxophone solos. Plus, he's in every club imaginable. You can see on your program, FBLA, Model UN, Science Fair, you name it. But wait, there's more. Anthony's also carrying up the track as a member of the indoor varsity track team. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to wonder if he's cloned himself just to keep up with all his activities. But I can't wait to see what this kid does next. Maybe he'll give us a performance that'll send us all to the moon. So let's give it up for Anthony Wang, the saxophone sensation, piano prodigy, club king, track star, and now recipient of the Rising Star Award. Here's Anthony.
Keegan Lurch. I've been on the board, I think, I was trying to remember how long it's been. But I became a member of the board because Sarah, Bob, and a couple other people who weren't on the board came to me when I was teaching at William Penn Elementary, and they were wanting to start a grant program to give back to the community. And at that point, we were still doing live auditions, in-person auditions. And we were struggling a little bit to get people to come and audition. So we kind of transferred over to online video auditions, which is, I think, what most, it seems very common now. I think most people do online video auditions. And it sounds like it would be easier than playing in front of people, but you also have the trap of being able to do it as many times as you want, which can almost be the other side of the coin, making you, do something 10 times and then you realize, oh my goodness, that first one I did that was really the best one. And then you go back and you realize you didn't save that first audition. And then you have to try and recreate that energy. So there's a different kind of challenge with doing a video audition as opposed to a live audition. They have to fill out a whole form online and then submit that and then give Bob pictures, and then Bob never likes the pictures, so then he makes her give him more pictures. It's a process, especially if you've done it for college or something like that, or you're getting ready to do it. So it's a lot of work. So I'm now going to tell you about Emma, who was our first place winner this year, and it's a long list. These two are so busy. I don't remember being that busy, so you guys are amazing. So Emma has been studying violin since 2013. She studied 7 years with Nancy Terlac-Poop, and she studied 1 year with Linda Kistler. She is now a senior at Moravian Academy and plans to move on and study violin performance with a dual major in biology. I'm sure that'll be easy. No piece of cake. So she performs with her orchestra at school and chamber ensembles. In addition to her primary instrument, violin, she also is a jazz pianist and vocalist, playing jazz band and singing with chorale and chamber singers. In 2023, she received the Joe Patricia Stiles Carlock Award in music at her school, awarded to only one member of the junior class, showing great interest and ability in music. In 2021, she was selected for PMEA District 10 Orchestra. In 2022 and 23, she participated in PMEA District 10, Region 5, and All-State Orchestra Festivals. And this year, she qualified for a District Orchestra and Choir, and has moved on to Region 5 Orchestra. So that's a lot of auditioning right there for that, too. She also received the PMEA District 10 Scholarship for Orchestra for prospective music majors, awarded only to one senior each year. So that's pretty impressive. PMEA's District 10, I forget how far, it's a really, really big area. So that's a really impressive accomplishment. She has played with the Junior String Philharmonic of the Lehigh Valley for 2 years, graduating to the Young People's Philharmonic of the Lehigh Valley in 2020, where she continues to serve as a concertmaster, so that's impressive. In 2022, she was also a member of the YPP Chamber Players, coached by Michael Jorgensen, professor of practice in orchestral strings at Lehigh University. She was recruited by Moravian University Baroque Ensemble in the fall of 2021 and performed as a member of that through 2022 and 2023, and as well as the fall of last year, 2023. In June 2022 and July 2023, she participated in the Philadelphia International Music Festival, directed by Kimberly Fisher, who is the principal second violin of the Philadelphia Orchestra. The senior orchestra was conducted by Thomas Hong, who is the artistic director and conductor of the University of Pennsylvania, and Louis Scaglione, who is the conductor of the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra. In summer of 2022 and 23, she played on many of the On the Green show, pre-show duets at Pennsylvania's Shakespeare Festival, which I think is at DeSales. Yes, okay. And she will perform again this summer. So if you want to see her again, go to DeSales this summer. She studied composition under Chase Morrison, director of orchestras at Moravian Academy, and Dr. Larry Lipkiss, composer in residence and professor of music at Moravian University. In 2022, she was selected as one of 11 young musicians to participate in the Chaconne project, in which participants composed their own variations of Bach's Chaconne in D minor. These variations were subsequently performed at the 115th Bethlehem Bach Festival. And there's more. In April 2023, she debuted her own composition, 5 Duets for Violin and Cello, at the Moravian University's Composers Concert as the only high school participant. In addition to her primary and secondary instruments, Emma enjoys playing electric bass, viola, because everyone loves reading alto clef, and mandolin. And that's a lot of instruments. Let's see. Her other interests include theater and tech crew. She was an ensemble member in Moravian Academy's 2021 production of HMS Pinafore and played Stefano in The Tempest. In 2022, she assisted in set construction for the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. This year, in addition to being an ensemble cast member, she is the assistant music director of Moravian Academy's production of The Addams Family. She also serves as the live stream producer for her church and sings in her church vocal choir. Outside of the performing arts, because that's not enough, she enjoys camping and hikes with the outdoor education group at school when her schedule allows, which I'm sure is all the time, right? All right, without further ado, please welcome Emma Derby.
round threes for New York. Awarding our two winners of our competition. First, though, we have our announcement of our school grants. This award is one of the awards I'm most proud of that we give because it really does contrast this recital. This recital is for featuring students of music who have gone and taken it to the next step, who have taken music and made it part of their lives to the extreme. There are, for every one of these children, there are hundreds and thousands of kids who just need music as part of their lives. Whether that's the ability to be able to listen to music, to attend concerts, and to enjoy hearing such beautiful musicians as you heard today. So again, being able to provide support financially and through our gift to school grants is just such a meaningful contrast to this recital. That being said, our process for picking grants is we get a whole bunch from different teachers in the Lehigh Valley, and we have to go through them, sort out which schools we find have a need for extra support. One way we do that is we are in partnership, if you will, with the United Way's community schools, and so we look at those schools in particular. On the United Way's website, there's a list of all the schools in the Lehigh Valley that work as a community school. A community school, if you don't know, is a school that is part of the Title I. They usually have financial needs in their area, but they also service the community that the children live in. Which might mean that their school is attached to also an an eye doctor, or they bring over dental vans and things so that the students are able to get the support that they need, no matter what kind of background they're coming from, no matter what kind of socioeconomic life they're living. So the two schools that we've awarded this year with grants are also listening to your program, if you would like, is Brockwell Middle School of Bethlehem Area School District, which we gave $420 to for a concert stage cymbal. So that's one cymbal. They are fairly expensive, $420 for a cymbal, but it allows the students to embellish their ensemble more so that they can play more variety of music, and usually a few different kids get to use that. And then also South Mountain Middle School, that is part of the Allentown School District. They have received $1,478 for 25 ukuleles for their general music curriculum. That one in particular really hits home. I'm an elementary music teacher myself, and to know that those 25 instruments are going to be used year after year after year, serving, I know it says 25, but that's about 800 plus kids every school year. And those are just kids that are going to have access to music and be able to really find something in music for them to relate to, so that they can grow up and to be like us and come to concerts and really know how to appreciate the talent that musicians provide. That being said, I'm going to give it off to, I believe, our President Sarah George for, nope, I lied. It is Caitlin E. Godley for the awards, so I'll bring her up here.
Hi everyone. So before we give out the awards, I wanted to take a few minutes to thank all of you for coming out and attending our concert today. We wouldn't be able to have these events if we didn't have the participation from the local community. And I also wanted to take a moment to thank all of our donors, because again, without our donors, we wouldn't be able to do our Gifts to School grants or the Outstanding Young Artists program. So I just want to take a moment to have a round of applause for all of our donors and all of our... And then without further with offering Anthony Wang your award for the Rising Star. So welcome back.
Stay there.
And then our first place winner for Outstanding Young Artists for 2024 is Emma Bibby.
We can get together. We have our president up there.
It's the thorn between two roses. Come closer.
That's good. That'll work good. Okay. I know, Anthony, can you smile? Gaza. Thank you.
So it's my role to further the thanks. First of all, I'd like to thank Westside Moravian Church for allowing us to use their beautiful sanctuary, as well as in the back you'll find some refreshments. You can't come to a worship service without having refreshments. It just goes with the story. The other thing I want to thank is parents and teachers and other supporters who make it possible for talents like this to come to flower. It takes years and years and years of money and travel and so forth, but real dedication and support to make them flower like this. And it's just really amazing. So thank you to parents. Thank you for parents and for the teachers who also helped to make this possible. I'd like to also thank our board members, and you've met a few of them. You met Keegan over here, who's also as you heard, he's a music teacher in the school system, Bethlehem area school district. You met Bob, who does other things in his life, but he's also a superb saxophonist himself. And there are various places probably where we can hear you play, so you can let us know sometime, Bob. You met Linda Lipkiss, who has a fantastic voice and is a member of the Bach Choir. We'll put in a plug for other organizations while we're at it. Caitlin, you met. Caitlin is our treasurer with the CPA. So she appreciates music, and we need people like that. So even if you or yourself are not a musician per se, don't need to be a professional musician to be a member of our board. Perhaps you have talent in working on websites, for example. You could always use something like that, sort of like help. And of course, as a donor, always appreciate it. You met Philip. Philip is also a music teacher in Bangor area these days. I'm able to make sure that I got the board members who are actually here today. I got everybody? Okay, good. Sorry. Unable to be with us are two professionals also who are off on performances today. Carol Burkhart is a fantastic voice, and Lindy Godfrey that has been on stage and television and so forth, also a professional. But as I say, you don't need to be a professional to be a member of our board. It's enough to have an appreciation and wanting to help. And so last, I want to echo what Caitlin said in terms of our donors. It's only possible through donors and through sponsors that we're able to do these kinds of programs to not only continue to identify and encourage talents, such as you see here, as well as provide the school grants, as well as to recognize the teachers who also are making it possible, from public school as well as private teachers. So it's not one or the other. We're looking at both. We need to have those public school teachers and, of course, the private teachers. So I'm going to wrap it up now and invite you, please, to join us for some refreshments. You just follow the exit sign here into the fellowship hall, and we have a little something for you to drink, non-alcoholic, and also some other goodies. So again, thank you for sharing your afternoon with us. Thank you.
If you're on Facebook, follow us on Facebook.